Hey guys, what's up? It's iJevin. How is everybody doing? Welcome back to another Minecraft video on my channel today. Guys, today I'm going to be showing you an awesome way to hide a chest in a tree. That way you can store your goods from all the evil that's on your server. So, let's go ahead and get started. Yesterday I was on Hermitcraft and I noticed that when you pushed a cart over top of a sapling, the cart just went right over top of it. It didn't break the sapling or anything like that. So that is the idea that we're going to use for this. So the first thing we're going to do is I'm going to build this up from the ground because it's just a little bit easier to do. So I'm going to grab some pistons and I'm going to set 4 of them down, and you can wire these up however you want. It does not matter, but we're going to use this to align our carts. We're going to use a couple different blocks here. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to put down dirt. Okay, and then I'm going to put down soul sand, because soul sand is a lower height of a block than it would be a regular block. So whenever I place my cart like on that surface, it'll sink down, and that's what we're looking for because we want to get it trapped inside of that square. So I'm just going to build this up a little bit, and eventually this is where our tree will sit, and that should probably be good. Let's go ahead and run a cart into that. There we go, and you. And okay, so as you can see, the cart sunk down. Now what we are looking for here is we are looking to get this cart as close as possible to the side without it doing that right there. So what we're going to do is we're just going to nudge this, and looks like we're going to have to do it on both sides. So let's try to be straight and go forward. Okay, so that side's good. Now this side is a little questionable. I'm going to put a block up here, just a wall, so when we push the cart it doesn't fly off. Let me get rid of this first. I'm going to push it inward some, just a tiny bit. Okay, so that's pretty far in. You'll never be able to access that cart if it were to be hidden in a chest or in a tree. So we'll walk up against this and see if we can get it any closer. Okay, that's pretty close. That's still the same. It's really hard to get these carts to move any kind of distance. That's really close. Oh, it moved a little bit more. No, stop moving. That's kind of what we want. We want it to be right on that edge, but not so close that you can see the texture over top of the other texture. So, right there. Now, as long as it doesn't move again, we should be good. Alright, so perfect. We have the cart right in place, and now we need to get rid of that soul sand and bring that dirt up to the surface. So I'm going to go ahead and just box this in. Don't want anything to happen with our cart, you know. So, do that. And so you're probably asking yourself, what's the purpose of this, you know? Well, for one, you can use this to hide stuff on a faction server, and that's kind of one of the main purposes. If you're on a multiplayer server and you don't trust some people, you know, there's plenty of uses for this. You can prank people by hiding stuff, just general purpose stuff. You know, you don't want somebody to find something, that's what you would use. So we're gonna push our tree up, because if you were technically doing this, this would be below the soul sand. Soul sand's sitting right on the surface, so you need to push your blocks up 1. Do that, and you can, these are not sticky pistons, so you can just go ahead and get rid of them. And so if you can find another way to align the cart, I suggest doing it. This was a little bit of a test for me to try it. So now all we gotta do is plant this down. Remember not to bump that bad boy. And whatever you're going to want to access, you can put it in there. This should work very easily. As long as you use the method of lining it up right, it should be good to go. Check on all sides to make sure that your cart's not sticking out anywhere. Now let's go ahead and give this a test and see if we can access this thing. There we go. So you might have to try around. One thing that you're going to notice when you can access the cart is that you won't be able to target that tree block. So if you look at this one, you can see that you see the boundary blocks of that tree log, but on this one you don't see that in certain spots. If I'm up here you can see it, but down here you don't see it. So for this tutorial, say we're hiding diamonds on a faction server. Nobody's going to check a tree, obviously. I mean, you're going to have a tree in your yard. Nobody's going to want to look inside of a tree to find your diamonds. Same with any multiplayer server. If you want to like pull a prank and you're trying to hide material, that's another good example of this. Now, there's plenty of ways you can line those carts up. It doesn't matter. This was just my example. I felt like a procedural person like myself would be easiest if I found a way and just set that up for you guys. So your cart's hidden, and anytime you want to access it, you know, you can just pop in and get it. And so that's how I figured out how to hide chests inside of a tree. Just by accidentally pushing a villager over top of a sapling, and I came up with this video. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, don't forget to hit that like button. It really means a lot to me. I hope you enjoyed. This is iJevin. Peace out.